This is Sneaker Gears. My name is Levi, and welcome to a Running Gears helping episode where I wanted to go over if you really need stability shoes. If you're new to this channel, thank you for joining. This is a sneaker review channel where, as a new runner, hopefully I can help you out as I'm learning. I've been reviewing sneakers for playing basketball, lifting weights, and training for a few years now. So I do have a different take on running shoes than a lot of the elite runners out there. So hopefully I can help you, and my experiences in other aspects of the sneaker industry can help out. That all being said, I wanted to talk today about stability shoes and if you really need them. So if you went to a running store today, and it's kind of ironic because middle of 2020 here, there is no stores open with stay-at-home protocol with COVID-19. But the default shoes that a lot of stores and a lot of people recommend is usually going with the stability shoe. And that's because they don't know anything about your run yet. So kind of by default, they would recommend something with a little bit more support that will hopefully help you prevent injury and obviously enjoy to run longer. If you go out for a run and you do too much running or you do stuff wrong, if you're not stretching, a lot of things that can go wrong. Statistically, a lot of people get injured running when they first start off. So going with supportive shoe is something that many stores and experts recommend. And I'm here to tell you, I don't think that's the right decision. The flip side of saying you should get a supportive shoe is going with something like this, a really minimal shoe where there's nothing. There's literally, I think, 2 millimeters of rubber here with a shoe that is very little. There's containment, which is nice. This is a strong rubber, so it will protect your foot, but at the same time, you are essentially running barefoot. This is going to force you to run essentially with correct form. If you're barefoot, your body won't let you hit the very end of your heel with full force. It's just not natural. Also, this is going to prevent you from running too fast. There's a lot of pounding that you're going to be putting on your body. So going with something that's very minimal is probably even more beneficial than going something with that super supportive. So this is something that maybe you want to consider. And when I always tell someone who begins running, there's always two shoes you should get. You should get something that is a little bit overly cushioned, that's going to protect your foot and hopefully help prevent injuries and allow you to enjoy the run. And then something a lot more minimal, maybe not as minimal as this, but something that is going to allow your foot and the tendons in your feet and the muscles in your ankle and your Achilles tendons to work a little bit. And it's the same notion if you go to the gym of going really heavy weights but low reps, or doing really light weights, but doing a lot of reps. They're both beneficial depending what you're trying to do, and this is still gonna work different muscles in your body. So yes, try minimal, but really get something with more cushion, ideally, and then match this with that. Now, there's two different methods of having a shoe with support. The one method, and this is something that Nike has done with the Infinity Run, and my first shoe that had that is something like this. This is something that I think is coming out with a version 3 or 4, whatever they call it, the Brooks Transcend. This is the original, and this has, if you can see the black here, a guide rail, which essentially is what it sounds. It keeps your foot somewhat level. It doesn't allow you to kind of sink in and fall in your arch or fall all the way flat. And it's not obtrusive, but it's very simple and it's very helpful. So there's nothing wrong with this. There's a new Transcend coming out. Obviously, the Infinity Run has something where it has a guide rail all along the heel. So this is something a lot of companies are starting to put even in shoes that are not supportive shoes, that helps them become more supportive. The other and more common is simply putting a stronger or stiffer something on the medial side. So if you see this, this is a Skechers Forza 3, I believe. The new Forza 4 is coming out. Now, this is using their older cushion, and forgive me for not knowing it, the Flight Gen. It's actually pretty soft. It's quite comfortable, and it's the whole shoe, and you can kind of see how it looks here, and all of a sudden you turn it around and whoa, that looks different. It's using a different density foam. You can almost tell on the outsole here as well, where they make this a little bit stiffer. And the reason for that is when you're running, you don't want your foot to fall inward. So they're making this stiff so it doesn't let you. Now, the new Skechers uses the Hyperburst with their Ultraflight or Ultragen, whatever they want to call it on the inside. A lot of shoes have that stiffer component on the medial side, something like your Asics Gel Kayano, or on the Brooks side, something like their Adrenaline series, where you have a lot of shoes that is very common, very popular for them to push their stability shoes. The newest and most sophisticated one that seems to be really impressive so far is by Altra and their new Provision that actually offers active support where it really pulls up on your arch as you need it. So if your arch does start to fall as you're running and you come in, it will actively give you the support if and when you need it, which is really nice. Now, I'm saying all this, and this is what supportive shoes do, this is different options, but I'm actually recommending just getting a high cushion shoe. Just something that is very comfortable, that's neutral, especially if you're a first-time runner, because you're going to learn what you need. If you need more arch support, you're not going to get that necessarily from the shoe. You're going to get that from a better orthotic, which you can buy from third party, whatever you want to get, Superfeet, and I can put a link in the description. If you find that your knees are hurting, maybe you need more cushion, or if you find that you're getting shin splints, you're going to know, okay, maybe I need to get a wider shoe. The fit is possibly off. And then just looking at the sole, you're going to see where you're wearing out your shoe. Is your heel wearing out really fast? Is the inside toe, is the outside being worn out? And you're going to be able to learn what you need. So if you're a beginning runner, getting a stability shoe maybe isn't the best aspect because you're not allowing your body to learn how to run correctly. You're not learning what you're going to need to improve it. And maybe you do need a stability shoe. But for the very first shoe, that's not always the best case. And at the same time, if you need a stability shoe, there's other factors going on with why you need it. There's imbalances in your body. There's things you can do to strengthen your feet and your muscles or stretch and elongate certain muscles where you may be tight, whether that's all the way up in your shoulders, your hips, all the way down to your feet. And learning that and becoming better with your body is going to go a longer way to allowing you to enjoy the run and not get injured than buying a supportive shoe that's really masking the problem. Even though I'm a new runner consistently, I have done a lot of running over the years, and I always seem to get injured about 1 month in. And one that has to do with weight, absolutely, which I am cutting weight, so I'm feeling a little bit better. But two, just learning the body, learning what you need to do. So hopefully I can learn some of the things that I'm doing to help you guys out. If you have questions or you want to know what you could do to prevent injuries, it goes a long way to really enjoying running versus just dreading it. Now, I'm not enjoying running. I don't want you to think that this is a great exercise that is amazing. For me personally, I hate running, but thank you to David Goggins. I'm embracing the suck. I know I'm bad at it, and I'm determined to be good at running. So that comes with learning and doing and practicing and listening to your body and having reviewed shoes over the years. I've become fairly good at listening to my body, listening to what shoes are doing to my body and helping or hurting, and being more in tune with what I need to do. So hopefully I can share that with you guys and help you along the way. If you found this video helpful in any way, give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you guys for watching. This is Levi Sneaker Gears. Really appreciate you, and I'll come at you later.